You ready?
I am ready.
You was born ready, weren't you?
I was born ready.
That's what
I was
love to
born
tell
ready.
people. I know you are.
You are now watching the One Life Podcast. In this episode,
So when did music become like a part of Jaclyn's life? What gave you the inspiration to create a style? Where do you find time to practice? So what point in your life did you know that music was going to be a serious career path choice for you? When you have passion behind whatever you're getting at, you're gonna fall and get up again, you know what I'm saying? Because it interests you. So if you don't have no interest in whatever you're doing, find something else.
There's something about a stranger where you know that it's really raw and it's really like their truth because they don't know
right.
you. They don't owe you anything. They don't know you from anything. I would say that's my biggest inspiration is love and caring for people. That gave me more of a fire like, you know what? No, this is what I'm meant for. The fact that I'm longing for this so much again and I had it in my grasp and I let it go.
Yes.
Made me go back for it like even stronger.
Truth get exposed where the real wants to lie. Stories on the rise, plug in, tune up, let your soul be advised. One mic, it's the one my Wi-Fi. Truth get exposed where the...
It's in your voice. Welcome back to the One Life Podcast with your host, Todd Lawrence. And today we have the pleasure of sharing the studio with some more great talent, man. This individual has been on the road to their success through this one life, chasing their dreams to become one of the biggest musicians in entertainment. Born in Orlando, Florida, and has traveled to many different places all around the world through her passion for music. She is here today with us to share her experiences through her journey thus far and where she plans to take her success in this one life. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Jaclyn E.
the One Life Podcast.
Now,
Thank you.
welcome, Jaclyn. Before we get started, right, what does the E stand for in your name? Give me some dap. Don't leave me hanging.
Elizabeth
I'm up here.
and Entertainer.
Don't
Elizabeth
leave
and
me hanging.
Entertainer. I can't do it. I can't leave you hanging.
Yeah. Elizabeth and Entertainer.
Yes.
Okay, so that's really what the E stands for.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your full name? Can you tell the world? Jaclyn
Jaclyn Elizabeth Arnold.
Elizabeth Arnold. Okay, so the E stands for Elizabeth and Entertainment.
Yes.
That's beautiful. So Jaclyn, born in Orlando, Florida, right? What was it like being raised and coming up in Orlando, Florida before the music became a part of your life?
So first off, it is a little warmer. You know, it's a little warmer. So I'm missing it. I'm missing it right now. But
you're in the Poconos. We're in the mountains.
Yes.
It's cold as shit out here.
It's really cold. I'm freezing.
Yeah.
But besides that, back home, you know, I grew up around all the theme parks and everything before music, pre-music.
Right.
And just going to lots of theme parks, having a lot of fun, going to the beach growing up, and just meeting a lot of people. Lots of tourists come there.
Right. Yeah, so you growing up, you were around like the beaches and all that cool crocodiles and alligators.
Yes.
Because you know, like out here we got deers. We're in the mountains
Everywhere.
of the Poconos. Yeah, out there is alligators everywhere.
Pretty much. And like we don't go swimming in any of the lakes. Like any of the locals, we don't go swimming in lakes because if you do, you might lose yourself. You might lose your dog.
From an alligator.
Yeah, you might lose your toes. You never know.
Right, yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I love the warm weather down in Orlando. I've been to Orlando to go to one of the amusement parks, Disney and Orlando Studios.
Oh, Universal.
Yeah. Universal Studios when I was younger. Yeah, I had a great time. I love that place. You know what I mean? Disney World. I feel like Disney World, if you ever have kids, you need to go to Disney World. That is a must trip on the bucket list for the kids. You know what I mean? Growing up. Even though you're not going to be able to have as much fun as you would going by yourself, but as a kid, those memories never leave.
Yeah.
Disney World, seeing Mickey and live action and Goofy and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I had lots of memories growing up there and going to Disney World, Universal, and all the parks.
Right, yeah. So when did music become like a part of Jaclyn's life? Like growing up through high school, did you do plays and stuff? Or like were you in like, you know?
So Todd, I did a lot of it. I did it all, to be honest, but I started doing music when I was 3.5.
Okay.
So
wow.
I have grandma to thank. Grandma is still alive. Tweety. Love you, Tweety.
God
I don't know if
bless
she
grandma.
might see this, but God bless grandma because she gave me my talent to play the piano, taught me everything that I know. So I've been playing since I was 3.5, and I've been singing since whenever Justin Bieber came out famous is pretty
Yeah.
much when I started singing, and I realized, let me put two and two together and go out there, sing, and make a career out of it.
Right, yeah. How hard was it to learn how to play the piano? Because I want to learn how to play the piano and the
Yes.
guitar.
Yeah. Well, you can do it.
Yeah,
First
yeah, I'm
off,
gonna
you can
do it.
do it. I
I'm gonna,
believe in
yeah.
you. I believe in you. New Year's resolution.
I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Whenever I buy a little guitar and just have the time to play around and stuff, that's on my bucket list.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say I'm a singer first. I feel like I'm a singer first. I'm a songwriter first. That's why I go out here and I release music and everything. But it's I'm a singer first, and then I'm a piano player second. So I know how to play. It's become more easy for me just because I've had like years of like the like classical training and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's definitely easier singing than I think playing the piano. For me, it's like singing is more of a first nature
Right.
than piano, for sure.
Right. But you learned how to play the piano first.
But I did, yeah. So that's the interesting thing. I did learn how to play piano first.
Yeah.
But I was always like singing like little melodies and stuff. Like my dad told me I was actually like one time I was like probably 2 or 3, and I was like running around everywhere, and my parents were like at some hotel, and they had told my dad I was like humming some song, and
Yeah.
I'm just singing to myself, and some guy in passing by told my dad, she's gonna be a singer. That's gonna be a singer.
Yep.
And
Was he an older guy?
it
'Cause
was
they
an
s-
older guy.
Yeah, because they say old folks like have like really
Yes.
good
Oh,
wisdom.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And
Yeah.
kids like babies and stuff, like when they see people and they smile at them and stuff, sometimes they
Yeah.
say, oh, that person has a good spirit, type stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically you learn how to play the piano, and then you said you want to just sing. So where did it start though? Where did you jump out there and start practicing? You know what I mean? You had to find a studio and all that good stuff, or you had the instruments already with you?
Yes. So we had like a piano like at my house, and basically when I was 19, like around COVID times was about when that was. I started going to like open mics and stuff, went to a few open mics. I met some people that kind of like brought me on like to their gigs, and mind you, I had no idea like what I was doing like with my life at
Right.
that time, as most 19-year-olds don't have a clue
Just
in the world.
just experiencing.
And yeah, and I was
Your
just
interest, yeah.
experiencing, and I was just going to open mics. I was just going out trying to meet people, trying to just hustle. And basically I met a lot of people like that. They brought me onto their gigs, and I was able to quit working at restaurant gigs, lifeguarding gigs. I was working like 2 jobs at the time doing that kind of thing. I even taught at a music school for a little bit, like piano lessons.
Right.
And when I felt like everything was good and everything was lined up, and I'm like, I can make a career out of this, I quit all that cold turkey and I like took a jump. And that's like
Learned how to fly.
how
through
I
that
got
jump.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah, God is great all the time. Perfect
Oh,
timing
yes.
with everything.
Yeah.
So, and you said, so COVID, you were 19, so you're very young.
So I'm 24. I'm 24
God
as of
bless, yeah.
October.
Nice, yeah.
So I was like 19, 20, like
Yeah.
COVID time. Maybe I was 20 COVID times, like freshly 20.
Right.
And yeah, it was a weird time.
That's dope. And I say you're very young because that means you have a lot of God's willing years ahead of you to continue to sharpen your craft, sharpen your blade, and continue to travel and get better and better. And you're already, I'm telling you, with this song that you just released that I heard on the internet, it's Christmas soon.
Yeah.
Christmas shit. Yeah, I can't do it, but you gonna do it. Like, we're gonna play that in a second.
Yeah.
That right there sounds like a radio hit. When I heard that, I'm not gassing you either. Like, when I heard it, I was sitting at work, I'm listening, I'm like, oh my God. Like, it changed my mood, and it's Christmas time right now. You know what I mean? So what inspired you to, like, how could I start this question right here? What gave you the inspiration to create a style? You know what I mean? Like, artists have different type of styles and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I would say I'm like a really heavy R&B leaning artist. So that's like a lot of the stuff I like to put out. I do a little bit of jazzy stuff, but this is more of like an R&B track. I would say I'm really inspired by like I don't know, Alicia Keys,
Oh, give me
Aaliyah,
some.
Brandy, like
That's what I'm
I
talking
need
about.
some like the classics.
You don't know my name.
You don't know my name. Yes.
That's my shit.
Yeah, SWV too. Like I'm big on
SWV.
like 90s R&B, early 2000s, and I feel like I listened to a lot of that stuff growing up
Right.
to where I could take it, emulate that style, and like make my own from it, you know?
Right, yeah. Where do you find time to practice your singing and
Oh
your
my
art?
goodness. So that's the funny part. In any waking moment that I'm not being hired to do music, I'm like trying to practice and like better my craft and like make art. So whenever I'm not like actively working, like the other day I had a day off.
Yeah.
I went up to New York City and went to go record some music up there in a studio,
Yeah.
something that I just was writing like on my break, like my break time, during my show.
Yeah.
So
That's dope.
thank you.
That is dope. And that's I'm assuming when you went to New York, that's when you wrote the It's Christmas Soon song.
So this one, to be honest, I had written this actually like a minute ago, but I'm trying to rehash it because I feel like it's a good Christmas song for Christmas time coming up. So I'm trying to like rehash it, like get it out there for the people that haven't heard it.
Yeah,
So
they're gonna hear that on like a commercial or like Macy's commercial or intro to a movie. You never know. I might put that on my intro because I be doing film. You know what I'm saying? That is a hit right there. That's some nice. We're gonna listen to it. We're gonna listen to it. So, do you remember growing up your first song that you ever made?
ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I think you might have stumped me on that one. I don't know about the first song that I ever made. I did have like a little songbook where I would start like by writing like poems and then just playing like little chords on the piano and like trying to figure out like melodies and stuff.
Yeah.
Cause I always would like, most of the time I would hear like the melody first.
Right.
Before I would have the song. But I did like a lot of like half-baked songs like growing up. And it wasn't really until I was like 14, 15 years old that I started to like get a little more serious. And I released some of those actually like out on my YouTube.
Yeah.
Of like
What's
just
your
like
YouTube
original
so they can
songs.
find-
It's Jaclyn E Music, Jaclyn space E space music. And you can find me on all platforms, YouTube, everything included. Jaclyn
Go
E
check
Music.
her out.
And you'll see some of the original stuff before I even knew this was going to be my career on there.
Right. So speaking of that, like you said, they're going to see some before you even knew. So what point in your life did you know that music was going to be a serious career path choice for you?
So this is going back to when I was like 19 or 20. I was working the 2 jobs at the time, right?
Right.
So I was working the 2 jobs at the time, and I did go to college for a little bit. I went for like a year, but like it was a little depressing. It was like COVID time. So like everything was like online.
Yeah.
Even when I had taken the gap year to like find myself and just explore life, it was online. So it was a little sad. So with that, I basically decided from there I was going to work these 2 jobs. And whenever I could quit that, I would go headfirst into music.
Right.
So rehash me. What was the beginning of that question?
At what point did you realize that you were going to take music seriously and say, you know, this is it. This is what's going to pay the bills and this is my career?
Yes. Okay. Thank you. So basically when I was like, I started to have a few gigs pick up.
Yeah.
And I just took the leap. Like I was just like
Like
hoping, I was like, I hope God catches me and I know he will. And I just felt like I had a few gigs lined up, enough connections through networking and stuff that it was gonna line out and it was gonna be okay.
Yeah.
So I took that leap and I haven't had to really do anything since. So I'm really
Amen.
thankful that
Take that leap.
the way. Take the leap.
That's the lesson
Take
from
the
that.
leap.
Take the leap. Yeah. So when you first started, how did you break your stage fright? Did you have any stage fright and stuff?
A lot.
Right.
Honestly, I'm 24 now. I even get it sometimes now. It just depends on the show. Like if I'm solo, I have more of that like confidence because it's your own show. You cater it how you want. You
Right.
do your own thing. Nobody's telling you what to do. You just do what works for you because you know it works for you. You've done it a million times. But if you're playing, like I do dueling pianos too, and I have a booking company that we book for that as well and book players out in Florida and stuff.
What's your booking company?
Same name. I
Same
tried to
name.
make
Shout
it
out
easy.
same name, yeah.
Jaclyn E Music.
Same
Jaclyn
name.
E Music LLC. You'll see that. It's the same name as everything else, and you'll see it on there. But that's my booking company back home. That's my website. But I would get stage fright like sometimes with some dueling partners just because you don't know. Like sometimes you'll get paired and you'll be with a random person.
Right.
And you don't know how they play. You don't know how they sing.
And you're
you don't know their
thinking what
jokes.
if they might be better than you or
Yes.
or how different
Yeah.
melody and different vibes.
I feel like a lot of it ties into like imposter syndrome, you know? Like
Right.
I don't know if you heard of imposter syndrome.
Explain
like,
it, yeah.
Imposter syndrome is basically like you feel like you are undeserving. And this can apply to not just like the arts.
I've heard of
like
this, yeah.
it can apply to so many different jobs. Like you feel like you're undeserving, even though you might even be more than qualified and you might know what you're doing and you could feel good about that at home. But then you go out into that field, whether it be art, whether it be comedy, whether you're doing construction, whatever it is,
Right.
and you feel like I am not good enough. Like in this moment, I am not good enough, even though you put all that effort into it behind the scenes, you know,
Right.
that's imposter syndrome. And it creeps up on everybody. It creeps up on me quite a few times, to be honest, still.
Getting stuck in the moment.
Yes, getting stuck in the moment in your head too.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I tell people all the time, don't get stuck in the moment. You know what I mean? I like to say, look forward. You know what I mean? Like, we're all going to make mistakes. You know, we're not perfect. We're not robots. But, you know, like I said, like, when you have passion behind whatever you're getting at, you're going to fall and get up again. You know what I'm saying? Because it interests you. So if you don't have no interest in whatever you're doing, find something else to do, because that's what's going to keep you going. You know what I mean? Who gives you inspiration to keep going on your tough days? You know what I'm saying? Because we all have, as artists, we all have tough days where it feels like, oh, this isn't working, or my gigs aren't picking up. Where do you get your inspiration to keep going?
I would say two main people would be my mom and my best friend who's back home, who might be watching. So hi.
Amen. Blessings.
And I would say they give me a lot of inspiration. Like there's been times I honestly wanted to quit because I didn't feel good about myself. I was still like learning. Like there's been a lot of growth that's happened in the last 4 years of doing music as a career.
Right.
And they always push me to get back into it and keep going and be like, you're meant for this. Just because there's a stone in your path doesn't mean that that's needs to stop you. You know, you just need to take that next step and keep going for it.
Right. And I like to tell people a lot of times, like, sometimes in life, like when you're on your road to chasing your dreams to success and you're trying to figure out what's meant for you, a lot of times I feel like strangers that don't even know you will come and give you great encouragement and compliments. You know what I'm saying? People that don't even know you, but they seen you perform and they got that moment with you. And I like to say, like, because when I go do my comedy and stuff like that, that happens to me a lot. And when that happens, I like to say that's like God speaking through people and giving you that, your flowers, that in this day and time, a lot of people don't like to really give flowers because everybody's doing their own thing. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. But the strangers give you that confirmation sometimes when you're like, damn, did I do good? And some random person comes up to you like, yo, man, I liked your set. And I'm like, oh shit, yeah, okay. Like, he don't even know me, but something in there he liked, and it gets better and better the more we keep going.
Yeah, there's something, I agree with that. There's something about like strangers where sometimes you may not get it. Like my family's been pretty like supportive, but sometimes like there's something about a stranger where you know that it's really raw and it's really like their truth, because they don't know you. They don't owe you anything. They don't know you from anything. But when they tell you that kind of thing, it's something about it like sticks. Like it's always in those moments where I'm like, I might be in my head. I might be thinking like,
perfect timing.
Oh, I messed it up. Like, you know, and it happens. Boom. And then that person comes up to you, or they leave you a little note, or they come up and, I don't know, give you a tip, or they just tell you, hey, like, you really made my night enjoyable. I was going through blah, 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 and you made me feel better about it. Right. I feel like that's like the point of art.
100%.
This is the One Life Podcast, hosted by Todd Lawrence.
So when you first started with your music career, you said your parents were very supportive?
Yeah, I would say they were supportive of me. They were, I think, scared. Like, to be honest, they were scared because most people don't want to hear that their daughter wants to like drop out of college. Like, she doesn't. I'm just being raw. Right? Like they don't want to hear that because they're like, they just want to think, I need to set her up for success. And like, if she doesn't do this, like, what if it doesn't work out? You know? And so I had told my parents that I had gotten like a grant, and I put it towards like some of my like music equipment and stuff.
Yeah. And
I was just thinking, this is like a decision I really need to make, and I need to just invest, buy this equipment, and it's like more than paid itself off. And when my parents like saw that and they start to see like the success, like same thing with family. They might be a little scared in the beginning, but then when they start to see your success, they're like, all right, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. You know, the results with everything.
Right. Absolutely. Do you have anything special when it comes to creating your art and writing that helps you start to create?
Um, I would say specifically like my love life.
Right.
To be honest, I would say like love, like the feeling of love is just like a like I'm a deep I try to be a deep person, and like I'm like very invested like when I care about somebody.
Yes.
And so a lot of my songs are like love songs. A lot of my songs are inspired by that. My first song was like a love song, but it was like it was platonic. I believe in platonic love too. That one was for my best friend. And I would say that's my biggest inspiration is love and caring for people.
Gotcha. And when you say platonic, like love, like what do you mean? Like,
Platonic basically is like, so there's romantic love, like your significant other, your partner, but there's also platonic love, like your friendships and stuff like that.
yeah, like love for your pets and
Yeah,
stuff,
and
and
love for your pets and,
ladybugs and Mother Nature and stuff like that.
all everything.
Platonic love.
Yeah.
There you have One Life Podcast. We learned something new. So look, check it. Let's jump right into this new track that you just released. Well, I just heard it at least, and I want to play it. You know what I mean? We could play it. Oz, you can't hear this right now. The cameraman's behind the camera in the studio, but we can hear it, and we're going to check this out real quick. Damn it. Close.
I'll just start singing it. It's Christmas soon. I haven't bought my presents. Not really feeling the happiest time of the year. No, no, no. Holiday cheer. Guess I'll have a blue Christmas instead of white. We're all going caroling. I don't feel it tonight, but it's Christmas soon. I have so many things to be grateful for. I don't want Santa knocking right at my door. I'm just excited to put the decorations away.
It's Christmas soon. Streaming live on Spotify right now. That beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Beautiful voice. So did you beautiful voice. What do you do to practice and stuff? Like, how do you get your voice better and stuff like that? Is there any such thing, or are we just born with like either you got the singing voice or you don't?
Okay, that's a good question. I like that a lot. So many people have like debated this with like just online and just with some other musicians I know. I really think like singing wise, I feel like there are a lot of people that are born with it. But with that being said, I don't think it's something that's like you either have it or you don't.
Right.
Like I really think that you can develop it. Like I really think that you can go out there and you can perfect other things in life and improve on other things. You can improve on instrument playing and poem writing and everything. So I think you can improve. Like that's what they have voice teachers for. And
Right.
I would say if you're trying to learn how to like sing better, I would say go listen to some of the greats. Like go pull up some Celine Dion, pull up some Mariah Carey, pull up some Whitney Houston. These are some of my favorites. I'm biased. Pull up some Kelly Clarkson. Like
Right,
pull up some of like the great people that you are inspired by. Listen to them and listen to like what they do, because the main point of music is through feel. So I think if you sing through feel, you add character to it, you're naturally going to improve over time.
That was great right there. Absolutely. I believe that too. Just practice and go for it. Like you said, you got to take that leap, that jump.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you ever got writer's block before?
A lot. Honestly, I'm always staying grinding like all the time, Todd. Like I'm
Yeah.
grinding a lot, like I'm just working
In
a lot.
motion, yeah.
And I feel like when I'm doing that all the time, I don't have as much time to be like inspired or to sit down and write, because I'm more like I just want to like do my gig and then go home, practice a little bit, and then do something else and put on a show. So I feel like it does kill a little bit of the writer's block if you are like doing gigs, if I'm working all the time.
Yeah.
So that's why I try to like I've learned I need to like a lot sometimes for like breaks for myself,
Absolutely.
because otherwise it's too much and I can't like really create if I'm just like
Focusing on that thing. Yeah.
yes, if I'm focusing on that all the time, it's give and take. So I need to give a lot as well, but also have time for myself to take some things in so I can go back to myself and write my experiences out.
Absolutely right. And music, so you're traveling through your music, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
you just came all the way from Orlando, Florida. What places has music taken you to, like different places?
Yeah, so I just this month, like alone, I went to like a dueling piano players convention. So we drove all the way up from Orlando to Washington D.C. and back.
Right, yeah.
And that was a trip. It was fun, but it was a little tiring. And then I did a cruise and I went like the week after this month. I did a cruise going to St. Martin, going to oh my gosh, Antigua. I was gonna say Antigua.
Right.
And then yeah, now I'm here but it's taken me to a lot of places. I've done cruises and I've gotten to see like a lot of the world. So I'm thankful for that.
Absolutely. That's amazing. Like what was your favorite place that you've been to thus far?
Turkey.
Turkey.
Absolutely
Wow.
Turkey. And 2023, it's beautiful. I recommend it. The food was good and like you can for the girls or guys or whoever that likes to go out there and shop, go to Turkey, go to like the like street markets and stuff. I think in Bodrum and you can like go buy a lot of stuff for really cheap. I know that cuz I bought a luggage there.
Yeah.
I stuffed that luggage and it cost me like $40 and I brought a whole bunch of things back.
Cool stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. When I was in the Navy, I traveled around and I would grab different things from different locations, bring it back home, and nice antiques, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like sentimental value.
Well, oh for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you enjoy the most when it comes to creating your music? Like what brings you the most joy out of doing music?
I would say the thing that brings me the most joy is like if somebody's been having a bad day and like I've had situations where people have come into like a piano bar and like they went to a funeral and I didn't know that. Like they changed their clothes after they weren't dressed like all black, but they went to a funeral and they had come up to me and told me how so and so had died and it was a really sad day, but it was like they felt like if I did a certain song and like I just felt like doing the song and I had no idea. I just felt like I need to do this. And she had come up to me and told me like that was like one of the songs that was played in like the celebration of life.
Yeah.
And it just like ended their night like on a good note. And it kind of just like took me back from myself.
Yeah.
And I just felt good. Like it just made me feel good that I can make somebody that had a really sad day feel better at the end of the night and
Uplift
like
their
their loved
spirit.
one was like coming through them through the music, you know?
Yep, absolutely. That's what I love about doing art, man. All the artists out there in the world, you know what I mean? I feel like when you're producing your art, you change people's emotions in a positive way, hopefully. You know what I mean? Not all artists, you know what I'm saying? Because there's some like gangster music out there and stuff that
Yeah.
you listen to. I only listen to in the gym or if I'm trying to be amped up. But there's all different type of emotion triggers through art.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I love about art as well. Yeah. So what would be something for Jaclyn like a dream come true? Like after through this journey in this one life doing music and entertainment, what would be your dream come true?
So in this one life, I would say that one of my biggest goals, like I'm trying to focus on this a little more for next year too and take a step back because I've been traveling for about 2 years, pretty much living out of my luggage like half of the year. It's hard, you know? And I would say like in the next year, I really want to focus more on like some original music
Mhm.
because that kind of took a step back this year. And I love to focus on that. And I would really love to go tour with like an original band of mine. Go tour, just be out there singing and like being able to do my original songs and people know them. People to know like my original music and just be on tour, go on a like get a tour bus van and
Yep.
just go do that across the states and stuff. That would be a dream.
It's coming true. It's gonna come true sooner than you expect. Just keep staying consistent and God is already making it happen for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what through your journey thus far, you know, we all go through challenges in this life, you know what I'm saying? What has been some challenges for Jaclyn throughout her music career that you had to face and you overcame as an artist?
I would definitely say like some of the people on here know what I'm talking about, but I used to get a little nervous in the beginning. Like I was like 19, 20 and not a lot of my family is musical. There's a lot of people I know that are doing this and a lot of their family is in the music industry.
Right.
So I feel like that definitely helps because they already know what to expect, but I'm the only one in my family that's pursued performing really as a career that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was different. Like it's just like nobody could really prep me on like what to experience. So luckily I met like some good people, made some good friends. But I would say with that, it made me like really nervous. Like that ties in with the imposter syndrome we talked about a little earlier. But it took me like probably a year or two and I like got over it. And I don't really
How did you get over it? Right.
Yeah, I would say I got over it by just getting out there and doing it. I really think that that's the best advice to give to somebody that's like nervous. I totally understand like anxiety and being scared to do something,
Right.
but you are never going to get over that unless you throw yourself out there to the sharks and just let it suck for a little while. It's going to suck, but some things have to be bad in life for it to
Balance
get
out.
good, right? Like most things aren't going to start out like you're not going to start out here if you don't start here. You got to climb.
Right.
So I feel like that's what helped me is just making myself go out there, sucking for a little bit, and then getting to where I am now.
Finding your truth
Yes.
through your path and stuff like that. Because I don't know about you, but like I've done a lot of different things in trying to find my true path. You know what I mean? Like I boxed, I played football, high school, athlete, sports, and everything. But at the end of the road, and it's not at the end of the road, but throughout my process of trying this and trying that, entertainment has came back to me. Is it how did that work for you? Like you
Yeah.
just started with music and stuck with music all the way through. You didn't have anything else
So
that you experienced?
I actually I had the same kind of experience with that, Todd. Like I had started music and somebody on there would know about this very well because they're a musician. They helped me through a lot of it. But
Right.
I actually quit. Like when I don't like to like admit this, but because we're talking about it, I was like 19. I was going at it for like a few months and like the nerves got to me a lot. Like
Right.
a lot. And I was like, I'm not good enough. I quit. Like I was like door dashing. I was like doing this kind of stuff.
Put it down.
And I had never felt so sad in my life that I had what I wanted and I just like gave it up. And that gave me, I am happy that it happened though, because that gave me more of a fire like, you know what? No, this is what I'm meant for. The fact that I'm longing for this so much again and I had it in my grasp and I let it go
Yes.
made me go back for it like even stronger. And since then, that was like probably a few months hiatus. But since then, I've just been going strong. I launched my LLC like last year. Like
Congrats.
thank you. I got like really like serious about it because I realized what life was like to have something and then not have it anymore, you know?
Yeah, something that you loved
So,
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
very
relate.
That's
Yeah.
very true. Yeah. Yeah. You good? Yeah. That is very true right there. That is very true. So who's your top 5 musicians, artists,
Ooh.
singers, and entertainment?
Okay, I'd have to say Amy Winehouse for the singing, the melodies, everything. Great songwriter. I just love her and I wish I could have seen her. I love Ariana Grande. I think she's a powerhouse, just amazing vocalist, and I'm like obsessed with Wicked as well.
I like
so
Ariana Grande.
yeah, I
That
like
song
her stuff a lot.
Monopoly.
Yes,
Yeah, that's our
yeah.
song.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. She's good. That's like some of the original stuff there too.
Yeah, I've been on the road where you been. Yeah, I tell you, my voice ain't shit, but I'll get it out there.
No, I get it though. That's like
for my song where
Hey.
you been.
eh.
Man,
Yes.
I don't even care where you been.
If I could beatbox, I would throw something in here for you.
That's that shit right there. Monopoly. Yeah.
Yes, some
That's
Ariana
my
Grande. I like Tori Kelly too. She's got like the R&B, but I also like that she's like focused on like her faith too.
Right.
So I feel like that's rare in like a mainstream like artist nowadays. You said top 5. That's 3.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, probably like Teddy Swims too. I like him a lot. He's just soulful, and I like his story. And for the last one, I don't know. Probably one of the piano guys. I don't know. I just like the piano guys. I probably like Billy Joel a little more than Elton John, so I'll say Billy
Gotcha.
Joel.
Okay, that's good right there. You know, me, I would say for singers, I'd probably say if I could just throw a couple out there, Alicia Keys,
Yeah.
maybe SZA, what is her name, LMA, and the last 2, damn, I gotta put Beyonce up there, and one more. Who else should I put up there that I like to listen to a lot?
The last one's hard.
I would say probably what's her name? Didn't you know? Sade?
Ooh, Ooh,
Didn't
Sade.
you know?
Yeah, okay.
Trying to watch my emotions, right? That's her, right? Sade.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Smooth Operator.
Yeah. She got the melodies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them cool down melodies, like after the gym, like I'll ride sundown to this and get my mind right type vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got some good stuff. I like it.
Yes. So, any questions you got for me?
Yeah, actually, because I didn't know this. I was actually watching a little bit of one of your latest episodes. I don't remember which one exactly, but one
The
with like
comedy web series.
comedians. Yes, with the
The
comedian.
beginning and then the money, episode
Yes,
2,
yes.
the beginning, episode
Yeah.
1. Yeah.
And
I'm
I
about to do the holidays, episode 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out when I'm back home.
100%. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, when was One Life formed? Because I didn't know that.
So One Life Podcast, I started the One Life Podcast probably now, I would say maybe like a year and a couple months
Okay.
ago now. Yeah. So this is I think this is going to be episode number 46. So we're up to like, yeah, so we're just getting started, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And with anything out there that you're going to start in this world, you know what I mean? Everybody out there looking to start something and get on their grind. Like you said earlier, you just got to jump and get it started, you know what I mean? And there's going to be a lot of trial and error and stuff like that. Like with filming, it's been times where I forgot to hook a certain piece up, so the audio didn't go through my microphones, and I had to release a sketchy episode. Like when I say sketchy episode, it's like the audio was rough, and so it's trial and error through all of these things. But once you get it started and get it rolling, God will send tools into your path to like continue to build that whatever you started. You know what I mean? As long as you stay consistent with it, you know what I mean? Because it's times where I'm like today, I got an interview with you, and then I got a comedy show tonight. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, like I like to stay in motion a lot, me personally, because I feel like that it helps me understand and believe that what I'm doing is going to soon blossom. You know what I'm saying? Compared to like if it's slow and I'm not doing nothing, playing a video game or just chilling, I want to have an interview. I want to have a show. You know what I'm saying? I want to go and film my comedy because I'm putting into the pot of what I believe is my success. You know what I'm saying? And
For sure.
I believe your success is also like your perception as a person. You know what I mean? Because like when I was in the Navy, my master chief would always tell me, and I didn't really understand at the time when he would say it. He'd say, yeah, perception is reality. Every morning when we go to class, he'd say, perception is reality. Your perception is reality. And now that I'm out here on my own, like, and getting older and experiencing life and trying to make it through my journey in this one life, I'm realizing that perception, it's like however you see what's going on is kind of how you're going to operate. So, you know what I'm saying? So if you see it raining outside, and you're like, oh, wow, it's fucking raining. It's a terrible day. Your mood is going to kind of be like slow and draggish. But if you look outside and you see the rain and you're like, yo, these plants are about to grow. They're getting fed today, finally. Like, yeah, man. Like, yeah, thank you, God. Like, you're treating the grass today. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't be stingy with just life in general.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because not every day is going to be a good day for everybody, but you can make it a good day once you get through that little road bump or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I look at it as long as you guys will make it home and get the rest and wake up again, fresh start, you know what I'm saying? And get back in your zone, you know what I'm saying? Because we all get knocked off our pivot and stuff like that, and life happens. But it's like when life happens, some people like allow life to happen and then stop. Like, you know what I mean? Like when I was boxing, like, boom, I get hit real hard and I'm just like, oh, fuck, like timeout. Like, there's no timeouts here, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is real life. Like, what do you mean timeout? Like, he's going to keep going. You know what I'm saying? You better keep moving.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Dodge that.
Right. And the concept behind that is to keep moving. You get what I'm saying? Because like, once you go through stuff, keep moving. And I believe that's why I go to the gym as much as I go, because that right there is like therapy to me. You know what I mean? Everybody has different ways of therapy and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Some people want to pay and sit down and talk. Even this is therapy. You know what I'm saying? Just discussing and explaining your journey and your path of what you're going through and where you're trying to go. You know what I'm saying? So there's all different types of ways to find a great attitude and build a great attitude as a person. You know what I mean? No matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. I'm with you.
To that. Yep. Amen.
Yeah. Amen.
Yep. So, Yeah, this was great right here. And the way we met is because I used to work security at a one of these resorts out there. I won't put any names, you know what I mean? You try to sue me later on or something like that. Nah, one life. But I was working at one of these resorts and I met Jaclyn because she came to their steakhouse. And that's actually, you could name, if you want to name the steakhouse or whatever, or shout out. She was at the steakhouse playing the piano and singing her music, and they actually flew her out. Like they fly you out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And let's just speak about that process right there, though. How does that work? How did you get involved with that? Like people out there that may want to be interested in doing the same thing you're doing because you travel from location to location and they pay you and you're getting booked. Do you have like a agent and stuff?
Yes. So I always try to be straight up. This one is through the entertainment agency. The Entertainment Agency is the name. So they book all the piano players. So if you're a piano player, you like to sing, feel free. There's a lot of different of these resorts and lots of different opportunities out there. They book cruises and they book lots of things, but there's a plug for them. And if you're a piano player and you want to sing, that's the way to do it. This is through that agent. So
Yep.
yeah.
That's dope. And they plug you in, and once you signed up, you pay them a set fee.
We do. Yeah, we pay them a commission. It's like a 15%, which is like industry standard.
Right. And then they
And
plug you into different locations and they get like a percentage of whatever.
yeah,
Yeah, see, I got to get an agent soon. You know what I mean? I'm on my 3rd year of stand-up comedy right now. What year are you on for your singing and your
I
music entertainment?
think it's about 3.5 or almost 4. I want to say it's 4 by the end of 2025.
And you know what I like to say about that? And other people say this as well. The real like fun doesn't start until your 5th year of commitment to whatever you're doing. And you know, I almost get the chills when I say that because if you think about it, when you go to high school, what is it? 4 years, right? Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. Now they feel like you're ready. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I feel like that 5th year of anything you're committing yourself to, the world is gonna like start to realize that like this is who you are. You know what I mean? Because I did boxing for 4 years and then I made an exit because just personal preference, just evaluating like where I'm at in my life and how long is it gonna take me to get to that big moment that I'm trying to perceive, you know what I'm saying? And all of this is entertainment at the end of the day. Boxing, football, music, movies, this is all entertainment. You know what I mean? People turn their TV on and watch us artists, you know what I'm saying? So
Sure.
with that being said, my goal still remained the same, but my path changed on this entertainment industry. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get to my entertainment success, you know? And it's for the greater good, I believe. You know what I mean? Like I was 27, boxing for 4 years, didn't have no amateur fights. I went to like a Golden Gloves tournament, weighed in, shaved my face and everything. Didn't have no opponent, got a trophy and everything. Then I had a one-night show, got a trophy and everything. So I put 2 and 2 together and I'm just aligning my thoughts of like how life is, what's bringing me closer, you know what I'm saying? And then boom, right after I made my decision, the Comedy Lounge found me. It's like 50-50. I found the Comedy Lounge right in my backyard and shout out world famous Scotty's Comedy Lounge. And that's where I started. And ever since I've been rocking and rolling. And even so, with that being said, I've been rocking and rolling without an agent, you know, and I believe that's God. You know what I'm saying? Even shout out Oswell Studios, my cameraman. I've changed so many different camera people and on this journey because it's like this. It's your vision. It's our vision. That vision that you perceive that you're gonna become that next superstar of your family, that's your vision. So when you meet these people on that road, you never know at what point they might get tired. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not their vision to begin with, but I am very appreciative for all the people and teammates that have stuck with me and that do stick with you. You know what I'm saying? Because you get to see the true growth and the journey. You know what I'm saying? And those that fall off, no hard feelings. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's your vision, and you're gonna be able to like kind of. I say never look back, but sometimes sometimes you look back and you gain motivation. You know what I'm saying? You look back and you're like, oh no, I don't want to be in that position no more, or I don't want to feel like that no more. So it just drives you even more. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah.
Chase your dreams, man. One life. You got nothing to lose, but a lot to gain. A lot of times, you know what I mean. You don't have any kids, family? What is it? Moms, dad?
Just
sisters,
no
siblings?
kids. Just mom.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Yeah, I'm
With
a
all that
family
success,
girl,
you're gonna
so
have to like share it. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah,
Hmm.
we can all dip in the pot. You know,
The family.
eventually. Yeah,
Yeah.
eventually we'll get there.
Amen.
But yeah, right now just chasing the dreams. I have my both my parents. Thank you God. I actually have
Amen.
both sets of grandparents around. Thank you God.
Amen.
I have an older sister who's like my younger sister, so we're a year and a half apart. But I was like 10 going on 20 pretty much. So anyway, she's going through her teen years at 25 now. So
Hmm.
love you if you're watching this. But
Much love.
and yeah, and then I just have a my boyfriend's family is like family to me, so they're very, very warm and accepting. And my best friend, and she's like family to me as well, and
Right.
just friends across the world.
Beautiful feeling, great energy all around. That's how it should be. And it's not always going to be like that. But as humans, as we grow, we, God's will, have 2 feet or eyes or something that we can travel to these different locations where we feel that love and energy.
Yeah.
How has it been, being in a relationship and being on the road?
So it's tricky. I'm not gonna lie. It's tricky. It's definitely easier, I would say, to be with somebody that's like, if they do the same thing like as you do, they'll understand you. Like I don't think I could really have any other relationship right now unless they were like a musician kind of thing, you know?
Right.
So I think that's the main reason like why it works is we both do the same thing. So
Oh,
like
that's beautiful.
he can
Yes.
like make room and like understand I'm going to travel, but like just because I travel doesn't mean that my heart like goes with me, you
Yes.
know? Like my heart is still like at home and like I still love what we
And
have.
eventually we'll be able to travel together
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
as long as you trust in the journey
For sure. Yeah.
and support it. Excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah, because I could relate, as far as like I like to tell people this. It's like focus on your success, and when you focus on your success, all the great things that you want, you know what I mean, are going to come and that you need, you know what I'm saying? And as we grow, of course we want to be in a relationship and all this good stuff. It's an amazing feeling, and you learn a lot from relationships that you go through. And I just want to tell people, never hold on to any hard feelings, because when you hold on to them hard feelings through relationships, especially if you're trying to get to a successful point in your life, it's going to always like kind of hinder you and feel like a stab in your side. You know what I mean? The day's going good, you go and you're thinking about all this nonsense. Let it go, you know what I'm saying? And hope the best for your people, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
that's ultimately what God loves and wants. And if you operate like that, I believe that your life will be great. You know what I'm saying? Ice Cube said this thing in an interview. He said, you live longer when you mind your business, Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like in some ways, some ignorance is bliss. Like if somebody's going through something, be there for them, but like also don't try to get all caught up in that. Let people handle their own things and be there when you can. Just don't like over involve if you don't need to, or if
Right.
they don't want that.
Right, because that's more for you to figure out. A
Yeah.
bigger Rubik's cube, you know what I'm saying? Just added to like, whoa, hey, you could take that and we're gonna pray together.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
So one question I love to ask all my talented guests that come on the One Life podcast: what is some great advice that you could give the people out there watching, the world out there, people out there that may be on their journey to chasing their success or just trying to figure out something to do that can ultimately make them become successful? Some great advice that you could give them.
I would
From
say
Jaclyn.
the first thing I would say is just to start. I have a few friends that my life is very different like from my friends back home, because a lot of my friends like went like the college route and I just chose the career route pretty much off the bat. But now that they are graduated and they're out of college, a lot of them are scared to start. Like they don't know where to start, they don't know how to start. And my main thing is you don't have to necessarily know what you're doing to just do it. I mean, obviously, don't take like extreme crazy risks and just jump off the cliff, because everybody else is doing it. But like do what's right for you. If your heart is calling you to something, I feel like it's for a reason. I feel like if your heart is calling you to a place and you're like, I need to go to New York City and I want to be a photographer, but I don't know how I'm going to get there, just go there. It's your first step. and you will meet the right people along the way. I mean, I didn't really know anybody in the music industry, and now I'm lucky I got really connected with people just because I went to open mics, just because I met people. I'm sitting with you because of a gig that I got at a resort, and we met because of this. And then like a year later, we're here doing a podcast just because of a connection like that.
Amen,
So
that's
that's like the perfect way. Everything is really interconnected. So just get out there and do it, even if you're scared. It's the best advice I could ever give you.
Yep, that's amazing right there. And last question, right? What is some great advice that you've received from a fellow musician, another artist of yours? Some great advice that they gave you?
I would say somebody actually gave me this advice. I went to California in like June of this year because I was again playing out there, playing a show. And it was my first time at this show, so I was a little nervous because the crowds get like really big and you're solo and it's just you. So I was kind of like, like this is a new room and I want to make a good impression and do my job. And he had told me, this goes for like lots of artists. He had told me, instead of saying like to an audience, how are you guys feeling tonight? You guys ready? Like, you guys feeling good tonight? Well, in reality, they're probably not. They're going to a comedy show, they're going to a music show, they're going to the theater, the ballet, they're going to whatever entertainment because maybe they aren't feeling good. Maybe they aren't having the best night, maybe they aren't having the best day, but they're going there because they want to feel good.
Yeah.
So I think the best thing you can do is they're there for you, they're there for the entertainment, and they're there to feel good. So I would honestly just say, he had told me to just tell them how they're going to feel. Are you guys ready to have a great time tonight? Put that in their mind. Put it in their mind. They're going to have a great time because they're there with you. They're with their friends and they're ready to live it up.
Amen. Yeah, that was amazing right there.
The One Life Podcast.
You don't even know. I got my show tonight and that advice just went straight to my head.
Yeah.
Because that was great right there. Everybody watching. Yeah, you got to go and take control, basically.
For sure. Yeah.
It's your moment.
It's your moment.
That's right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Jaclyn, E stands for entertainment and
Elizabeth.
And Elizabeth. Jaclyn Elizabeth, entertainment in the building, One Life Podcast. There you have it. Keep chasing your dreams, taking care of your family, and making it happen within this one life. We only got one life to do it, man. Keep up at it.
Yeah.
The One Life Podcast.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Wait, anything you want to tell the people?
Oh, I'm writing new music and I'm probably releasing a single low key. I haven't said this to anybody. So this is like a first time thing on the One Life Podcast just for you.
Yeah.
And for them on there. I'm releasing some Christmas music coming on up. So there'll be some Christmas music coming up this year. You got some new things in the works. So stay tuned for that on Jaclyn E Music and check out One Life Podcast over here.
Yeah. Thank you. And go check out It's Christmas Soon. That's on Spotify right now, right?
Yeah. And
Christmas.
YouTube and everything.
One more time.
Christmas cheer all around. I can't shake this feeling, so I feel left out. Santa's up north, but my mood's heading south.
Yeah, I got the goosebumps.
The One Life Podcast.
There we have it. That was amazing.
Thank you so much for having me.
Keep doing great for you and your family. And listen, this is what I love to tell people, man. When we look back on these episodes and this time right now, this is 2025. When we look back in 2030, you know what I'm saying? Only God knows, but it's giving me the goosebumps because we're going to be able to like really see and people that have been watching the One Life Podcast are going to really be able to see the growth and the different talented people that stepped in the studio and just discussed and gave their tips in life. One Life Podcast. There you have it. Your host, Todd Lawrence, Jaclyn E.
Yeah.
Jaclyn Elizabeth, entertainment. Yeah. Sometimes my brain be operating slow, but I got it. There you have it. We're out.
There. Yeah.
Stay tuned till next episode. Yeah.